Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza, and tonight we're here to preview and predict the Super Bowl 58 game. Alongside with me is, of course, Trigger Trey Parker, the Professor Alex de la Cruz, and Jeff D, as in Dog Lujan. Guys, how y'all doing tonight?
Doing good. Excited.
Good, bro. Just staying muted.
What was that, Alex?
It's pretty chilly.
It's too bad. I mean, it's not Chicago weather, right? I know how much you miss Chicago weather, but it's something out down here in Texas. But anyways, guys, man, finally we're here, Jeff. We are finally here. The big game, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs versus Brock Purdy and the Niners. It's actually a rematch for the Chiefs and Niners from like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
I mean,
big 2020.
Yeah, so preview it for me, Jeff. Like, what are you thinking, man? Like, what, like, without giving me a prediction, who's gonna win? Like, what do you see in this game? Like, what are you predicting is gonna happen in this game?
Yeah, since these coaches have played each other in a Super Bowl, I think it might be a defensive battle. I think it's gonna be low scoring, kind of like the Ravens KC game. I just think it's gonna be a battle like of the coaches, right?
Yeah.
Like we talked about last week, Kyle Shanahan wants his revenge. He needs to prove his point. I know he's very hungry. San Francisco really hasn't looked that great. They've come back in their past 2 games, and they're not used to doing. Kyle Shanahan doesn't like to be trailing during the game, and he had a hard time dealing with that in the past. But the last 2 games he's gotten it done. He's just on a mission. Mm-hmm. And from the KC side, yeah, it's going to be again Patty and Kelsey. And we'll see what we get from the other contributors. Hopefully, Tony don't play, right? And I think it's going to be a good one, but I do think it's going to be a defensive battle. Not last year's Super Bowl.
Trigger Trey. I mean, we haven't heard from you last week, so I just want to hear your thoughts overall. Like, how you feeling about these 2 teams? Like, about to have another rematch. You know, how are you feeling about this game, man? Overall.
Man, I get what Jeff is saying. I could definitely see it going that route. KC's defense right now are fucking monsters. San Francisco's defense is up there as well. But I actually feel like it's going to be a good back and forth game. I agree, though. I do feel like I think the first team to break or make a big play is going to be kind of like we talked about with the last year's Super Bowl, right? The Eagles and Chiefs. Just a few breaks went the Chiefs' way, and they ended up taking it, you know? I feel like there's going to be one big moment where you're like, damn, that changed the game. So I think it's going to be a good back-and-forth game, though. I'm actually really excited, man. And I'm not going to lie, like, I hate Kansas City just because of, you know, obviously we're rivals. I wouldn't mind seeing them win, but I really, really, really want San Francisco to win, like, for several reasons. So I'm really excited about the game.
Yeah. To disappoint Marco.
No, not even just that, bro. Like, I want CMC to get a ring. I want freaking what's his face, the coach, to get a ring. I would love Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, to get a ring. Like, that would be. Imagine that story, bro. That story writes itself. Like, there's so many. You know what I mean? There's so many stories on that team, man. It's just Bosa. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Purdy would still be considered the 10th best player on this team to some people.
Hey, that's fine, bro. He still might hold the ring.
All right, exactly. There's some top tier players that never got the ring. You're absolutely right.
So,
hey, Alex, overall, man, I know defense wins championship. What does the Niners defense have to do to really like slow down the Kansas City Chiefs from going back to back?
Yeah, could a little bit, but I go too. But I think what San Francisco needs to do is start dialing up blitzes early on, because if the first 2 games at the beginning the defense hasn't been really looking good, and they struggled at the beginning of the games, and later on find their footing, and I don't think they could play from behind against Kansas City's defense and expect to catch up like how they did the past couple of weeks, because KC's defense is a lot different than Detroit's and Green Bay's. One thing I do think San Francisco could have an edge on Kansas City's defense is the running game. Even though Kansas City secondary plays really well, they also struggle against stopping the run in zone runs. So yeah, I would see a lot of CMC early on from from the 49ers, and like Cam Newton said, Purdy could be the 10th best player on the team, and that's totally fine. You could win. You could win like that as long as you just keep on feeding CMC and play action off that. It's really hard as a defense to allow offense just to keep pounding and pounding and pounding the defense. Eventually, they're gonna crack, and you're gonna fall for the play action pass. So, yeah. And the Kansas City, I think Kansas City offensively to attack the 49ers defense is lately they've been struggling on covering sideline to sideline, which is pretty weird with the linebacker core they have there in San Francisco, and just attack sideline to sideline and keep on fitting Kelsey. Kelsey has come along since the playoffs have started. So yeah. To tell you the truth, I'm more confident in KC's defense than the 49ers right now, even though I rank the 49ers defense better than KC's in the regular season. But just right now, Kansas City's defense has just been clicking and all. So, and then the 49ers, I'm not too confident right now with their defense from the past two games we've seen.
Hey, but I do want to give a shout out though to Purdy himself, bro. If you watch that last game, he made some great plays, bro. Like straight up. I think I mentioned it in the thread. That one where he broke that sack, kind of rolled under him, and then ran out to the left and dropped that dime to Juice.
Yeah.
I mean, that play itself, that one between double coverage to Ayuk for the touchdown. So I do agree. Yeah, he may be the 10th best player on the team itself, but dude, that kid he's nice, bro. He made some plays to help his team. What, he scrambled for 2 15-plus yard runs to get first downs for him, like that's what it takes right there, bro.
And I told Jose last week that the reason why they won is because of Purdy. And he could, and it's fine. Like I said, you could be the 10th best player on the team. Yeah. Eventually, your number's going to be called, and his number was called, and he answered in a big way.
Well, you know what it made me think of is that John Elway scramble whenever he did the helicopter, where he scrambled to the right and dove and then helicoptered. Mm-hmm. I was like, damn, that made me think of that Brock Purdy scramble, because it was kind of like, there's nothing else left I got to do. Let's go win it for the team.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do, bro. So it's good stuff.
I think my biggest concern going into this game, right, because of how slow starts begun for the Niners, is that front line, that O-line is really like getting beat up. Trent Williams can't do it by himself. The rest of those guys are just letting, the defenses walk through them, right? Detroit had an easy run, in the first half. The Packers, for the most part, almost all game, were able to get, through and get to Purdy. But I don't know, man. The Chiefs defense is scary right now. They're playing like a real team. They're playing like the real underdogs, even though they're the champions going into this game. Like, they are like everything's this year so far. And it's not like it hasn't been fair criticism, right? The receivers were asked. That was fair criticism. They were. I mean, this worst shit we've seen in a while. Patrick Mahomes wasn't even playing to his standards. We know Travis Kelce has regressed. So, there was a lot of things that they are now using as bulletin board material to like motivate themselves to get here. So I'm excited for this game. Now, damn, man, I'm with you, Trey. I'm with you. I would like to see a new champion come out of this, because it's always fun, but I have to be realistic. When you have a potential dynasty, when you have potential greatness in your hands right now, that shit is sweet to watch, right? I got to enjoy that shit with the Patriots and the Spurs. People out there got to enjoy that with the Warriors. The LeBron sexuals got to enjoy that for whatever team that man's been playing on. So overall, the MJ era, etc. So overall, if the Chiefs go on to win and they're the first, team to go back-to-back in 20 years, that's fucking great, man. That's congratulations to y'all. That's going to be fantastic work. Let's just do predictions now. Jeff, let me start with you, man. Chiefs, Niners predictions. Give me your who wins and what the final score will be. And mind you, Niners, I think, are still favored by 2.5 or 1.5 right now.
Jeez.
All right, so I'm gonna preface this by saying I hope I'm wrong. I've been wrong a lot this year with predictions. I picked Buffalo, I picked the Ravens, and so I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna pick San Francisco. And what was the big reason last week? They were like, what did they abandon the Ravens? The run game, right? Because that's where you can hit KC. And with CMC, I think San Francisco is going to be able to run the game, and I think they're going to come out with a running the ball game. And I do want KC to win. I'm on the opposite side of that. I do want KC to win. Patty, his experience and team's experience has shown themselves these past two games, and now they're meeting San Francisco, who has a lot of experience too. They're banged up. KC's banged up. I know someone on the defensive end of KC got hurt that last game. I'm not too sure if he's playing this game, but I think it's gonna be San Francisco. I think they're gonna, even though they're favored. I don't see how. I pretty much feel like if San Francisco wins, it's gonna be an upset, right? Like I don't see how they're favored. It doesn't make sense to me. So I think if San Francisco pulls it off, and like I said, it's low scoring, I'm gonna go with 21-17.
All right,
San Fran.
Alex, what do we got here for you? Besides sirens.
That's not me. I was on mute. Yeah, I've been like the same thing as Jeff. I've been getting mostly all my picks wrong in the playoffs. Picked the Bills, I picked the Ravens. But it's hard to pick against Patty right now. Even though it's not really him, it's the defense. I think it's carrying the team right now. And like I said in the beginning, I'm more afraid of the 49ers defense right now than I am the Kansas City Chiefs. I do feel like I said, the 49ers will be able to attack KC's defense. But with Travis Kelce on the other side and Patrick Mahomes, you never know. Yeah. I'm going to go KC 21-24. I feel like they make a late field goal. And,
I like it.
Yeah. And then I quite kind of disrespectful how you said the dynasties and you didn't include the Blackhawks.
I don't watch the NHL, way. You talking to the wrong person. All right, Trey, what do you got?
I'm gonna go. See, I think it's gonna be a little bit more than I can see either way, obviously. Yeah. But I'm going San Francisco, and I'm going 24-31. So I feel like they're going to beat them by a touchdown. Late game touchdown is going to call it.
Nice. That's going to be big.
Right? I just think I feel like there's something going to be big, bro. I feel it.
I think there's a call that the NFL made to CBS to make sure they're ready for a possible double overtime. So
dude, that would be insane, bro. Yeah, hey, and I would love that Super Bowl, honestly.
A double overtime shit.
Yeah, just give me a good Super Bowl, bro, where it's gritty. You know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing I always want. I don't want a blowout Super Bowl. Like, who wants that shit?
Yeah.
Just give me a good, gritty game. Even if it's defensively or offensively back and forth, just give me something where they're fighting it out. That's all I need.
All right. I'm going to pick the Kansas City Chiefs to win it. They'll be back-to-back. Mahomes will potentially be back-to-back MVP as well. Give me the Chiefs 28, Niners 27.
Damn.
A 1-point game.
Dang. 28-27. That'd be insane, dude.
So that's going to be my prediction.
Like
and I'll try to get James and Marco's predictions, see if we can do an episode with just them. Don't know where the hell they're at, but whatever. No, I'm just kidding. But look at that. Champ back. Champ back. Alex, you had last week, you had mentioned me and Jeff, you wanted to do a Would You Rather. Do you have that ready, sir?
Yeah, man. I've been it's been really on my mind for a while now. And I think I know who. I think you probably guys already know who I'm going to talk about.
Come on,
Patty.
Right now.
No. It's just that if you just real quick, if you guys were a head coach and you guys had a stacked team and you were just missing one key piece, this is who. What's the code?
Would you rather?
Would you rather? And the key piece is the running back, right? and this guy be talking. This guy be talking too much stuff on on
X.
on Speak, thinking that he's the greatest thing that's ever been created. So this is Would You Rather Shady McCoy edition.
All time.
Damn,
all time.
Shady.
So like Shady was good, right? But like he talks a big game that he's a two-time champ, even though he basically just wrote his name on that project and turned it into the teacher and got an A. But this, I mean, I'm not gonna do all-time greats, right? I'm gonna name some running backs that played in the league when he played. So just to be fair. Okay.
Okay.
So either Shady or whoever you name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to do the intro again, or did you felt good on that one?
Well, you could do it. Let me. I'm looking at the names right now.
You want me to do it? You do. It's you. It's not your list, not mine. I'm not gonna put myself in the thing.
This is Would You Rather Shady McCoy edition. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't think I am. Hold on.
And we'll do it in order. We'll do Jeff, Trey, and then me.
Okay.
Okay. Kareem Hunt.
Damn, I would take Kareem Hunt in his prime. I'll take Kareem Hunt. He was bad.
I think I'm going Kareem as well, actually.
And this is when they both play at the same time, or this is all time.
No, this is like I'm just naming running backs that played while like Shady was still in the league.
Okay,
So
but it's like
he's saying if you had like,
but like this is prime Shady versus prime Hunt.
Yeah,
or am I asking prime Hunt versus that time Shady?
Prime, we just do prime and prime. I mean, who would you rather like if you were building a team? If you were building a team and you had a stacked line.
If I have either, I'm taking McCoy. I'm taking Shady.
Okay. Todd Gurley.
Oh.
Man, Todd Gurley didn't last too long. I'll go with Shady on that one.
Yeah, but prime Gurley was fucking.
But fuck, that was what, one season? How long was
Give him two, bro.
It was like 3. It was like 3 or 4, bro.
Man,
yeah, I'm going prime Gurley, bro. Prime Gurley was disgusting.
Okay, and let me remind you, whenever Todd Gurley was on the Rams, he was the number 1, and whenever Shady was on the Eagles, they had a lot of weapons around him, and he could have been easily maybe 4th, 5th option on that team, right?
Yeah, bro. No, remembering all the times, like I told you, I won some fantasy football leagues with that shit. I won a lot with Todd Gurley, so give me Todd Gurley. That man was an animal. I sort of, if he was healthy enough to play in that Super Bowl, Super Bowl 53, Rams win that one.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, could you imagine, bro? Oh,
who'd you get, Jeff? Todd Gurley or
I picked Shady on that one.
Trey,
Gurley,
and Jose.
Gurley. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, say it again.
Le'Veon Bell.
Ooh. Nah, yeah, I'll have to go with Bell on that one.
Yeah, prime Bell.
Bell with that O-line. Yeah.
Shit, bro. I don't know. I might. Because remember, this Alex is saying this is like a top tier line and all that shit and everything. Honestly, I think I would give it to Shady.
No.
Yeah, I mean Shady.
Le'Veon Bell was that dog, bro.
He was he was that dog in Pittsburgh. Anywhere else, he died.
Before his bullshit.
Before he took the year off.
Yeah.
Before but
Shady McCoy was that dog in Eagles and Buffalo, bro. Like he was like
Shady McCoy can lick my left nut.
He can lick your left nut, but he'll run after it too.
Jeff, you said Gurley. I mean, you said Bell.
Yeah, I said Bell on this one. Yeah,
Bell was a dog, bro.
And I had McCoy. I had Shady.
All right. Kamara.
Alvin Kamara?
Yeah. Alvin Kamara.
I look at Kamara more as a pass catcher, so if we're talking about running the ball, I'm going to take Shady. And Shady can catch the ball too, so yeah, I'll take Shady on that one.
That one's
Trey.
kind of tough.
Yeah, it's tough. That one's hard.
Because I'm trying to.
Because Kamara was sick.
Yeah. And I don't want to take away from Shady on that. I think I'm still going to give it to Kamara. I'm going to go Kamara.
Nah, give me Shady McCoy on that one, man. That dude, I'm telling you, you going with that. He was a dog, but he's a dumbass, but he's a dog.
Okay. What about Aaron Jones?
Oof. Aaron Jones. I think I like Aaron Jones's running style. Damn, because Shady. Because Aaron Jones has more power and he was fast. I'm gonna take Aaron Jones on this one.
Bro. I'm taking AJ 33.
Give me Shady McCoy.
Okay. All right. Now these first couple of names are the ones that are still in the league. So whenever we go a little bit further, they're going to be names that were when Shady first came into the league. These are like running backs that were in the league in the tail end of his career. CMC.
Give me that CMC, baby.
CMC all day, bro. Jesus.
Yeah, I'll go with Christian McCaffrey on that one.
Okay. All right. Ezekiel Elliott.
Damn. Give me Zeke that rookie year all day. That was one of the best running backs I ever saw.
Just a 1 year.
Just that rookie year.
I might go Shady on that one overall. Zeke was a dog, but I think I'm going Shady on that one.
Yeah, Zeke got put down after 3 years. Give me Shady.
Okay. All right. Marshawn Lynch.
Ooh, you know who I'm going with. Beast Mode.
Bruh.
Oh, boy. That was one of my favorite players ever. Give me Beast Mode.
Dog. Beast Mode all day, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. That's no front. Beast Mode. Marshawn Lynch all day.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah. Fuck that. That dude's a monster.
All right. Arian Foster.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a little more competitive on that one.
Yeah. That one's close.
Because Arian's longevity wasn't there, but man, those 3 years, his breakout year and the 2 years after that, man, that was impressive. I would like if I had Arian Foster like healthy for a long time, I'll take him.
I think I'm going Shady on that just because of that. Shady was a little more longer longevity wise, and yeah, I'm going Shady.
It would if it was the 4 best years of Foster versus the 4 best years of McCoy, then it would be Foster. But if we're talking about all time prime everything, we have to go with Shady McCoy on that one.
Okay. Jamal Charles.
Ooh.
Remember, these are running backs whenever Shady played, and Shady is saying he was one of the best. This is crazy. Like whenever he talks, I'm like, bro, there was a lot of good running backs when you played.
Yeah, I'm taking Jamal.
He was named, I think.
I think for Shady, his pride is that he had the longevity that most of these guys did, right? Like they had once their prime stopped, it really stopped. Like Shady's best quality for him, other than the 2 years he won the Super Bowl, was longevity, right? Because he was able to have a really good long career. Where these guys, like once they fell off, sadly, they fell off.
Where did McCoy win a Super Bowl with on the bench?
The Chiefs and the Bucks.
Really?
Yes, those back-to-back years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's been yapping about it.
Bench,
okay, yeah, I kind of remember that.
Dude, he didn't play in one of them, and in the other one, I think he only ran 2 plays.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
but he's a champion.
Jeff, you picked Jamal Charles?
Yeah, JC.
Oh yeah, I'm taking Jamal Charles.
Give me Jamal. Give me Jamal. Give me
Okay.
Jamal.
This is pretty tough, right?
It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do.
Alright.
There's some that I'm like, okay, that's simple, but there's
The
like,
qua-
I'm like, dude, all day I'm taking CMC, but some of them I'm like, nah, it's close, bro.
When you bringing up back those guys from like the late 2000s, early 2010s, like that's the big quality for me that I, technically would say grew up to. Whereas like if you go give me guys now, I feel like the running back, depth has really like declined.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like with the guys you've picked so far, the now guys, I was like, versus now you're going to those guys, I was like, oh, that's where it's more competitive for me. But
All right. I think I got like 4 more names, but we'll see right now. Okay, Chris Johnson.
Damn. Yeah, that motherfucker was fast. He was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me. Yeah, I'm gonna give him some love. Give me Chris Johnson.
Yeah, I'm taking that, man. He was fast as shit and he was good.
God, no, give me CJ2K all day. God damn.
All right. This might be a little bit easy, but let's see. Maurice Jones-Drew.
Maurice Jones-Drew. I mean, I do like Maurice Jones-Drew. Power back. You give him the ball on the 2, and he's bowling ball in there. But I'm gonna say as an all-around back, I'm gonna go with Shady on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going Shady as well. Well, it's one of those that's tough, man. You wanna give it to NJD, but yeah, he's not. He wasn't all around, so I'm going Shady.
Maurice had that like the same like Dez and a lot of guys we've been talking about had that like really short, good fucking thing.
Yeah.
But Shady was like nearly towards like, give me Shady.
Yeah, and he had a lot of touchdowns. That's the fantasy thing about him. He would have 3 touchdowns and like 30 yards or something.
It also doesn't help. It doesn't help him that he played for Jacksonville. Okay,
Yeah.
All season long, he carried 60 times for 60 yards and 60 touchdowns. Like, fuck yeah. Score.
Adrian Peterson.
Oh, come on.
They played in the
AP.
same.
If you even hesitate, AP all day.
All day, baby.
If you even hesitate, bro, you're a fucking psycho.
Dude, that like for me, I know he's not for everyone. Like that for me, he's the GOAT RB. Okay, so like whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
If he's not the GOAT, he's fucking right behind the damn GOAT. In the story.
Three. I got 3 running backs. 3 running backs that left. Steven Jackson.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
This he was playing like already towards the end of his career, and whenever Shady came into the league. But if you remember him in his early years, in his prime,
was a fucking monster. What was it with the Rams?
The Rams.
I think he was the first like Marshawn Lynch type of style running back.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say like a Chris Jones style too.
I think him out of everybody, his team hurt him the most. He played on some shitty teams, and I think he would have a lot more production if he was somewhere else. But I mean, and he still did have a good production, right? But he played on so many shitty teams. Yeah. But I'm gonna go with Shady on this one, just because of the yardage that Shady had.
I think I'm going Shady as well. It hurts, but I'm going Shady.
Fuck no, man. He was like the Mike Evans of running backs. He fucking hit 1K almost every damn year. So give me fucking Steven Jackson, bro. Like, come on.
Who else did he play for?
He ended with us. He ended with the Patriots.
The Patriots, yeah.
That's right. Yep.
What do you have?
I know the Rams, Patriots.
Atlanta. We got him from Atlanta. Atlanta.
Okay.
Playing.
Matt Forte.
You bitch. Who did this on purpose?
I got a lot of love for Matt. Man, just because of fantasy, I'm gonna have to go with Matt Forte.
I honestly think I'm going Matt Forte as well.
Yeah. Give me Matt Forte. Yeah.
Sorry, Shady.
All right.
Not sorry.
Okay. Last back. Reggie Bush.
No.
Ooh.
This one ain't hard for me.
It's not
Give me
hard.
Shady. Give me Shady on that one.
I guess it's a little more hard for me because I'm trying to think of because the same concept with Reggie. Reggie did have some shit situations as well, but yeah, he didn't pan out. I guess the way that everybody anticipated him to. I'm going Shady.
Yeah, give me Shady. Almost equivalent to Vince Young's NFL career. You know,
Bro, that's what I was literally just thinking. If you think about that whole class, not that whole class, but like the big names of that class, well, it was Reggie, Vince, Matt Leinart.
Mario
Who
Williams.
else? There was
Mario
Mario. There was a couple big names. They didn't pan out for shit if you actually look at it, bro. Like, that's
Reggie just didn't have the NFL size. He had the speed, but just he didn't have the muscle.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. All those studs coming from college and didn't even cut it in the NFL. That's
and I was gonna put Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry was like a little. He also didn't start off right away, like whenever Shady was playing. But
man,
those were kind of tough.
Yeah, some of those were definitely super tough for sure.
Yeah, I like those names. That's like
And
Jose said,
nostalgia.
prime time.
Yeah.
Chris Jones, like, how do you forget about him? But like, I hadn't heard his name in so long. You know?
Dude, I haven't heard Steven Jackson's name forever.
Like when you brought up those now guys, I was like, nah. Like even in their best, they don't sniff like Shady's jockstrap. To be fair, like most of the guys that you named for today, like Kareem Hunt, never. No, I could never.
Like that's why I named these old or like these guys that not old, but like whenever we're, I guess these new TikTok viewers that are gonna see this and be like, how'd you put Chris Johnson ahead of Shady or whatever? Not really know what he did whenever
Chris Johnson was a fucking dog.
Or Matt Forte.
I would like you to name the last three running backs to hit 2K, and fucking you tell me if Chris Johnson's name's on that fucking list.
And the Titans had two good running backs too at one time. They had White.
Oh yeah.
And the
White. He came from USC too, right?
Yeah,
White,
yeah, that's right. He did, didn't he? I forgot about it. What was his first name? Was it Zamir? What was his name?
I think Lindo.
Lindell White. Yeah, Lindell White. You're right.
I just have Derek White in my head. That's it.
Yeah, Lindell.
Yeah, but like Shady's always on speak. Always on speak, talking a big game. I'm like, bro, like, come on, you can't be talking all this shit when there was other good running backs playing whenever you played too. And it always brings up his 2 Super Bowls. I'm like, bro, you rode the bench.
You know, like I think the biggest thing that he's got for him is like you don't really hear about those running backs anymore. They're not on radio. They're not on media talking. You know, able to bring themselves up or just remind people who the fuck they are. Like Shady, sadly, they chose him to be the guy they have every week. But at least he does his role. I guess the most controversial way to get on TV, right?
Really all it is, bro. It's all controversial clickbait.
So I mean, he's doing what they want.
I'm surprised you didn't say Frank Gore, Alex. Honestly, with all the names
I wanted to. Yeah, I was gonna put Frank Gore, but I was like, damn, there's already too much names. I was gonna put Ray Rice, but I didn't want to.
Ray Rice, forever, bro. Fuck.
Which was more shadier.
Willis McGahee.
Yeah, Willis McGahee.
Don't you dare, bro. No Sean Moreno.
That was your boy, right?
Yeah, no Sean.
He went to Denver.
Mm-hmm. Some good ones.
No Sean.
No, some good names, man. Real good names.
Yeah.
Even about the thought, like Jeff said, like the bringing up like the names, it makes me like, damn, dude, I forgot about that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I miss those days.
Those days were the good days.
I miss when we didn't have to pay bills. That's what it is, right? Go back.
You ain't lying.
All right. Let's talk about. I think what I had next on the list was let's talk about the NBA a little bit. Let's talk about recently we're probably a little late on the game here, but a lot of things have happened in the last week. So about a week and a half ago, Joel Embiid, the Sixers, they're about to play the Nuggets. They pulled them literally like 15, 30 minutes right before the game. and they, controversy, all that, like, why is he scared? Why is he running from the Nuggets? Why is he running? He hasn't played in Denver since 2019. All this shit's coming about. And then obviously the new rule kicked in with the CBA, whereas that if you want to qualify for an MVP or an All NBA, all these awards, which can affect your money as far as your contracts and your bonuses and all that stuff, well, you have to play a minimum of at least 80% of the season, aka 65 games. Joel Embiid at that point, already missed 9, 10 games. So he really can't afford to miss many games, especially with 30 games left in the season.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously he tries to push through. He ends up getting hurt, a lot more worse, tearing his meniscus. So now we're in this dilemma. Is the 65 game rule a good thing, a bad thing? We haven't really had much to talk about NBA because obviously football has been our biggest header. But Trey, let me go to you, man. How do you feel about the 65 game rule thing? Obviously, it's been a thing to combat, players resting too much. And how do you think, obviously it's affected Joel Embiid. How do you think it overall affects everybody in the league?
I think it's a good rule overall, honestly. Because think about it like this, bro. If let's say us four were professional players, right? Jeff's a stud. Jeff's a fucking all-star, but he only plays 20 games, 30 games. I play all 82, but I'm not as good as Jeff, so on and so forth. What's to make it seem like Jeff is is an all-star or a MVP candidate or anything like that because he's played in a third of the games I have? To me, that just it is more realistic because, again, yeah, you can have these guys rest, but there's 82 games, right, in a season, something like that, right?
82.
You're still playing 65 games. You're still getting to rest a good amount of games if you actually think about it. That's, you know what I mean? You're almost resting 20 games if you need the whole for that whole season. So I think it's a good rule. I could see the downside of it, in this situation with Joel, right? He was trying to rest. They called him out for it, made it look into it, and he overpushed, and that's what hurt. Got it hurt because it was probably already tearing.
Doesn't help that a player landed on his leg too.
True, very true. But I still think overall the game is good, and that's why, if you look at a lot of the stats that ESPN and all these other people post, I love that they say minimum of 100 throws or minimum of this, because that way okay, look, the dude's not 1 for 1 for 100 yards. You know what I mean? Oh, he's the best quarterback. No, it's a good thing, I think.
Jeff, how you feeling about it, man? I mean, obviously, the rest thing has been a big topic since the Spurs started doing it, technically, over 10 years ago with the Big Three. How do you feel? Has the NBA teams, have the players abused the fuck out of it? Do you think the 65 game rule is justified?
So, yeah, of course, right. Greg Popovich started it by resting Tim and some of the older guys, rest them for the playoffs. They would rather have them ready for the playoffs than regular season. And I get it. I think the spirit of the rule is there. I think they're trying to, because you got to think about the fans go into the game, kind of like we were talking about that Joel Embiid game. And then 30 minutes, they pull them, and then you're stuck there, bought a ticket, and then you don't get to see them, right? So that they're trying to prevent that, right? But to tell you the truth, I don't like the opposite of that, Embiid really is hurt. We are he was game time, but hey, he didn't respond well. He is hurt. And then, as you said, he come back earlier than he's supposed to because he's trying to hit this minimum game limit. And it happened to Halliburton as well. Yeah. Halliburton, his contract depends on if he's first team, all team, whatever the fuck that shit is. And it's contract based, right? So yes, he tried to come back early and he got hurt. So I really don't like that part, So I think there should be a way to look at it. If you're playing every other game the entire season or whatever, you crack down on it. But if you got a guy that's really like LaMelo Ball, where he missed 7 weeks, because he was really injured because of the ankle sprain, he's not every other game. There has to be some kind of bend to the rule where hey, if this guy really gets hurt, you got to play a minimum of these games, but they're if you are really hurt and you miss 5 weeks or whatever, 4 weeks because you're really injured, I think there has to be some kind of bend to the rule for those players, because now you got guys rushing back from injury and getting hurt worse. And, now look, Embiid's out for what they said, 2 months or something.
Could be out for the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah. So his season pretty much over, right? Tore meniscus, whatever. And then, even Halliburton came back and like Indiana's on a run. They're playing good, and I would rather have him at the end of the season than just like a regular season. So I think this is the first year they had the rule. They got to look at it, revise it, and move on. It's just tough for these guys to go through it this first year of the rule.
Alex, obviously, we know, just like Jeff mentioned, we want to, fans want to go see certain players, right? It's one thing if we see our home guys, we have multiple opportunities to do that. But like guys that we don't get to see, like the East, for us Spurs fans, for example, or for you, you're a Bulls fan. If you want to see the Bulls, but you have your star players out coming into San Antonio, you are
that's
less,
happened to me.
Yeah, so you have less likely to happen.
So we bought tickets into I think 2015, 16. Derrick Rose was coming back from his ACL injury, and Jimmy Butler was coming into his own.
Yeah,
and so we bought tickets. We're like, let's go watch him play. And right before tip off, they rested him. I was like, fuck, bro, we were just spending all this money. And then at that time, we only saw the Bulls. The Spurs only saw the Bulls once a year. I think this year they saw them twice. But yeah, it sucked, man, coming from a fan perspective and like not being able to watch them. But I do like that the rule because you should also be rewarded if you played a lot of games, and if you didn't, then that's, to me, that's like, I'm not. Sometimes it could be luck, but it could also be how you're doing in the off season. Like LeBron James, as much as I hate him, I hate on him, or whatever, but he takes care of his body, and at the end of the year, he's there in the playoffs. And he knows when to push his body, when not to, right? So and he looks like he takes care of himself during the off season. And some of these players sometimes come back a little bit heavier. The beginning of the year, they start getting tightness in their quads or their hamstrings, and you see them missing a couple games. And I think you should get rewarded for the stuff that you put in the off season by not getting hurt. Like I said, like if you work out, you lift weights, you're putting armor on your body and to prevent injuries. And if your incentive in your contract is play more than 70 games and you make the criteria, then you should get paid. Now the NBA changes it to you got to make 65 games to be in the MVP conversation. Then that's perfect. I mean, yeah, you should get rewarded, and that's gonna suck. Like you play 50 or 40 games, and then you get MVP over somebody that played 70 or some games, and even though your numbers might be good, but they could be inflated because the amount of games that you played only, versus the guy that played 60, 70, his numbers go down a little bit.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I don't think they should change it. I like it. What I don't like is that some players are going to try to push it a little bit more so they could get more money. I do see where Jeff has where he doesn't like it too, because then now players are going to want to push themselves a little bit more to make the incentive, because that is more money in their pocket. But yeah, man, I don't know. I still like the way it is. As a player, you should be able to take care of your body. Sometimes I know you get bad luck, like Derrick Rose. He tore his ACL twice, and it sucked because I wasn't able to see him too. So,
yeah. So I mean, I feel like with the 65 game rule, I think it's a good one. I know people are like hating on it because MB pushed himself because the media comes after him and all that stuff. Like, first of all, if you're coming at the media blaming them for this, shut up. Realistically, the media can't control what you do. It doesn't matter if they poke fun of you or they say anything. They're not your coaches. They're not your medical staff. They can't force you to play, right? They can just talk. That's what the media is for. It's just to talk. So if you're one of those people that wants to blame them for that stuff, then I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, really, like they're not really involved. They're media. We're media. We're like in our space. We're just talking heads. Like we're not. What we say here doesn't control the narrative of what players and teams are gonna do. This is just us talking our shit for fun. That's all they're doing too, right? They're just getting paid for it. But overall, if we're gonna hold anyone responsible, it's Joel Embiid and his team, right? He's down for this most of the season now because he decided to go ahead and push himself. The team went ahead and said, "You know what? Go ahead, Joel," instead of stopping him. What does that mean for the future for the Sixers? Who knows? I don't know if Maxey can really keep it up for them. But as far as the rule itself, I love it. I do, because at the end of the day, these guys are making much more than what the guys in the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s made. Those guys that were playing 82 games a year or 75 games and up, these guys are making so much more. You got Jaylen Brown making $60 million. You got Anthony Davis making $60 million. You got all these guys making $40-50 million. But y'all want to rest all the time when you're healthy, supposedly, right? All this stuff, and you're complaining because the NBA wants a rule that says, "Hey, stop resting so much." We got fans that are willing to pay out their earnings to come see you. You're not willing to pay. I mean, come on, Zion, come on, everybody, like, come on, you're doing this for the fandom too. Like, at the end of the day, the fans are also paying for your big, luxurious contract. So that's how I see it. Like, at the end of the day, if you're hurt, then sit down. If you're really hurt, sit down, right? Kawhi did it. I mean, he has no problem not listening to anybody and just resting himself. So just do it yourself, guys. That's all I gotta say for that. But I think it's just crazy how people want to like blame like the media and other stuff for it. It's like, no, the league is trying to do right by the fans because we're the consumers, right? We're the ones that are paying their fucking shit at the end of the day. We're the one buying the jerseys, the shirts, the merch, and all that stuff. So that's how I see the NBA side of it. The players, you know what? Y'all get your millions. You're going to get paid even when you're fully guaranteed contracts when you're sitting down.
But think about it, bro. Like going off of that, right? So these guys get paid millions of dollars to play a game. And yes, it is work for them, but it's also like the sport, right? The love of the sport. We all love sports. That's why we do this podcast every fucking day or every Tuesday, Could you imagine spending, and let's be hypothetical here. How much do you think a rough, like a ticket for a Spurs game is right now? An average? A couple $100, maybe $300, $400?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So let's say you're paying for you and your brother, sister, mom and dad, whatever. Let's say there's 4 tickets. You're going to spend close to $1,000 on food, parking, tickets, and if you had to fly to that location, let's just
Trey, we are talking for Spurs fans. We're not even talking for Lakers fans, right? Knicks fans, so, all those guys that pay a lot more.
Exactly. So let's say you're bringing 4 people, right? And it's been your dream to go watch somebody play, and you're spending $1,000. And all of a sudden, that one person that you've been a fan of your whole fucking life, let's go Golden State, and you're a Steph Curry fan, which again, 4 tickets and all that is probably more than $1,000. Let's be realistic. Yeah. Let's say Steph sits. How pissed would you be, dude? I'd be like, dude, I'm not going to another fucking game. Nope. That's what I see it more of the fans than anything, bro. Because don't get me wrong. Again, I get wholeheartedly not pushing it. I understand that concept. I do. But you should also realize if it's just you resting, dude, come on. Go play the fucking game.
Yeah, and it's also like, of course, the fans that go to the game, but it's also, I remember last year they were cracking down like a nationally televised game, right? Because Pop was notorious for pulling all the star players on a nationally televised game. I remember I think it was the second year with the Heat, or maybe that first year. It was a January game, and like it was the Heat and the Spurs, and like Gary Neal was starting, And I know they would be mad at Pop for doing that, and he wouldn't just rest Duncan, right? He would rest four players, you know what I mean? But yeah, I can understand where you want these guys to play if they're just resting. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think there should be something with if you're just resting or if you're really injured,
Yeah,
and how can you monitor that,
Exactly, and I get that too. And yes, it's funny that everybody relates it back to Pop. But Pop was also realistic in the sense of he wouldn't rest Timmy for a week or anything like that. He would rest him a day, let him play a couple games, probably go at least you know what I mean? Exactly. Like that was the big thing, right?
And to be fair,
or something like that. Cool, let's rest him for a little bit.
And when he did it, it was when he was much older, right?
Exactly.
Like at the later half of his career, not like in the beginning and all this stuff. Like I understand.
You know what I mean? Like he's not like, oh, I'm gonna rest him because like no, like he was being legitimately.
And CZ says spend
Exactly.
lots of money just to see Wemby on the bench with a turtleneck. Like, come on.
Dude, how pissed would you be, bro?
But-
God.
My brother.
but
So
if
my
you-
brother. My
Go ahead.
brother, my brother went to go watch the Bulls and Spurs, and his girlfriend's a big Spurs fan, and she wanted to see Wemby, and they ended up getting the tickets, and Wemby didn't play, and they were pretty upset. They're like, damn. And I mean, even though you could go watch him again, but you know how my brother's a Bulls fan and she's a Spurs fan. You know, that's one moment that they can have together. Like, oh, we're gonna go watch our teams play, but the thing is, like, damn, Wemby didn't play.
But we want
to.
But we want to add the context too, because we're saying
he
if
was
you're
hurt.
just resting, then it's one thing.
Yeah.
But Wemby was hurt because he was
Yeah.
on minutes restriction because of an ankle injury
Yeah.
that I think is about to be just lifted. Mind you, rookie of the month last month, with just playing 24 minutes a game, averaging 24, 9, and 3 blocks, leading the league in blocks, by the way. But understandably, that one's understandable, Alex, as much as we hate it, right? Because that one, he's hurt. We can understand that. And that was coming off a back-to-back, I think, too. But where guys just rest. And, like, for example, LeBron James didn't play last week against Boston on Thursday.
Mhm.
And his next game wasn't until Saturday. So it's like, wait, you have a break in
That's
between.
the stuff I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like back-to-backs, I understand. Certain scenarios, I understand. But if you have like a three-day window in between, what are you doing then? Are you not resting then?
So let me ask you guys this: would you guys like it if the NBA were with some of these big names to like actually put on their, like, okay, this is going to be his rest day, and like baseball, like of course pitchers can't back to back, but when before you buy the ticket, you know who's pitching that day, and the manager puts on, okay, Kershaw is on rest this day, and the next day you'll be able to see him as this day. So like NBA players, LeBron is taking a rest day, and they have to put it on their like injury report and which how many days he's down for, or it's rest day here before they play, not like freaking an hour or two before the game actually starts.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of people get upset because they're like, dude, I bought the ticket yesterday and they just fucking put out.
You know what?
We're
We're not even like considering the fact that the NBA is also mainly probably doing this because of gambling. You know, Joel Embiid going out 30 minutes before the game, and you have all these people that are with the sponsors of the NBA, DraftKings and all this shit, you know, FanDuel, whoever they're with right now. They're like, all these people are betting and they get mad, and obviously that's where, you know, fines like $75,000 go to the Sixers and all this stuff. But it's like, you know, there are people that gamble and they're also being affected by this. So once you start putting money involved, that opens the fucking window for a lot of litigation and shit like that.
Well, and it's also, think about it like this, and I get it, football is a little different because they only play typically once a week, obviously, right? But if somebody hid something on an injury report, let's say the Cincinnati Bengals, you remember that whole debacle, right? How crazy that went. Imagine the same thing. Why can't we just do it? Now I get it. There's different scenarios, there's different times, so on and so forth. But I agree. I think there should be a system at least.
I think what I would like if you people, because people are still suggesting less regular season games. No, first of all, why are we going to do that? First, we've had 82 games for like the longest fucking time. There are players that actually were able to go 82 games a year. Now, if you want to like stretch that out, you know, you want to lessen like less back-to-backs. Okay, let's do less back-to-backs. Let's find a schedule that does less back-to-backs and all this stuff. But you know why they don't do it? Because the players don't want to extend the season because then it cuts into their summer break. So which is it, guys? Do y'all actually want to play, or do y'all just here for the money and you just want as much break as possible? Because that's where the friction lies, is that, oh, well, we should just cut it down to like 65 games, 55 games a year. What the fuck are we doing here?
So then you're going to rest and play 20?
Yeah, it's going to be the same shit. You haven't proven that you deserve. Like most of these guys, these elite guys, right, haven't even, like, I think only once in like the last 5 years or so, Embiid has played 65 games or more. Everything else, like last year he won MVP and it was like 55 games only.
Damn.
Like, and like Alex mentioned, it's right. Like these guys are putting their bodies through it all year long, and then get clipped in the knees because this player played 10 less games, but he's all NBA first team. Nah, fuck that shit, bro. Like, reward these guys 80% of the season. I think that's fucking fair. That's a fucking B- in school. That's fucking fair in my opinion. But that's just me. But all right, guys. No talk about the 65 game rule. We're gonna stick to the NBA though, because it's time for some blind rankings.
Nice.
Oh, you're
I
ready?
love the game, bro. I love it. It's so fun, but it pisses me off.
When you look back at the video, Trey, did you look at it and I was like,
Every time, bro. Every time you say that last fucking name, because I know it has to go in that certain spot that it's not supposed to go, I get pissed.
all right. So last blind rankings we did was basically NBA Eastern Conference first option. This time we're doing 1 through 10 NBA Western Conference first option.
Damn.
So yeah, I hope y'all ready for this. I hope
Yeah,
you
it'll
really.
be tough.
We'll see. Alex, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I think I did
Jeff.
pretty good last one.
I'm ready to put LeBron at 10 for sure.
He's looking for that name. All right, cool. Sounds good. Maybe he's there, maybe he's not. We'll find out right now.
You never know.
All right. Trey, you ready?
Your spot? No.
Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. First name up. Anthony Edwards.
Damn.
Trey.
Why you gotta start off so hot already?
Yeah, I'm not. Usually he starts with a mid grade.
I know, right? Like,
Damn.
damn.
I gotta keep this listed too for y'all. So
I'm gonna go. Dude, I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go 2.
Damn.
starting
I
out
feel
hot.
like there's gonna be there has to be
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, I was leaning more 3 or 4.
I was gonna say 3, but I got
Yeah, I can't make up my mind.
So let's have Alex go first, Jeff. So
Okay,
you have a
go
little
ahead.
more time. Go ahead, Alex.
I'll go 3 with Anthony Edwards. I think he's. I should have put 1 though, but I think there's somebody else.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I was gonna
Someone
say
I'm
1.
thinking.
I feel like there's one person that he.
Yeah, give me 3. I'll be all right with him at 3.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right. Next name up. Zion Williamson.
10.
Wow. Nah, he just took the Spurs of a game-winning layup, dude. You got Zion's been playing. I'll give me 6.
Alex?
Okay, give me 8 for Zion.
8. Okay. All right. Name number 2. Victor Wembanyama. Trey. I see why you're confused. Name number 3. Sorry.
Yeah, so I was like 2. We've already done 2. Just because of the minute restriction, I'm gonna go Vicky. I'm gonna go Vicky at 4.
Because we're talking what number 1 option on the team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vicky at 4.
Man, I love Victor, but I just don't think he's there yet. He's more a defensive presence and getting the lobs, and he does have game, but I'll put Wemby at give me 8.
All right, Alex.
I think. Damn, I should have put Zion at fucking 9 because I think he's a little bit better than Zion.
Haha, you want to laugh at me putting Zion in?
Give me Wemby at 7 right now.
All right, I like that.
Number 1 option.
All right, cool. Alperen Sengun.
Damn.
Ooh, Sengun is pretty fucking good.
Good.
Damn. I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go mid-tier 5.
Okay. Jeff?
Yeah, I guess 5 to go. Since I have some room, give me 5 as well.
Alex?
Fuck. I should have put Zion lower because I do feel like he's better than Zion right now, but Wemby's a little bit better than Sehun right now. But let me fuck. Let me put him at 9.
Not because you want to, because you messed up.
Not because I want to. I just need to be smart with this right now.
And I love because Alex was like, "No, I'm doing pretty good at these."
He's
I know I
pretty
should have
good.
put fucking Zion should have went low. Fuck.
All right,
Told you.
Luka Doncic.
One.
Okay, say it again, Trey, for the video.
1.
I'm gonna put him at 2.
Let me put him at. Oh, what the fuck? I'm missing 6 over here. I'm writing them down. I was like, what the fuck? 5 to 7. And I was like, there's 6 right there. But let me put him at 2 also.
All right. And Jeff, you said 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet. Trey already used up his 1 and his 2.
I don't care. Tell me my 1 is wrong, please.
1, 2, 4, and 5 is already gone for Trey. You are nuts. I love it, Trey. I love it.
I should have staggered him a little bit more. I will admit that one. It's okay.
Okay. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm going 3. SGA is a dog. Going 3. Without hesitation.
I should have gave myself more room.
Without hesitation.
Give me goddamn, because I know who else is coming. I only got 5.
It's okay.
5, so I put him at 1 or 5. Put him at wait. What do I have open? 4 and 1.
You have 1, 4, 7, 9, and 10.
Damn.
All right.
Wait,
Give me. Damn. I want to put him at 1, but damn, I wish I could put him at 2. Give me number 4.
Okay. Alex.
Damn. Give me number 1 for SGA. Right now, right? Right now.
I'm not mad at it, honestly.
Okay.
With the way he's been playing, I'm not mad at that.
Kevin Durant.
What do I think I have what? What do I have?
You have 6 through 9 open.
6. He'll be all right at 6. He'll be okay.
Yeah. I guess I'll do.
Wait. Say it again, Trey. You were cutting out.
I'm going 6.
Okay.
Give me 7.
I'll put KD at 5.
Cool.
Damn, we're still missing a big fucking name, aren't we?
You never know. I mean, this is the best part of blind rankings. You never know what's coming up next. De'Aaron Fox.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm a big Fox fan right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Really
7.
nice.
That's what I got to 7.
What do I got left?
1, 4, 9, and 10.
4. Man,
I'm sorry. Sorry, you don't have 4.
No, right?
You have 1, 6, 9, and 10.
1, 6, 9, and 10. Give me damn.
Wait, again, wrong. Oh my god, what the
No
hell?
6, right? I got 1 or 9 and 10.
You have 1, 9, and 10. Sorry, yes.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm
give
giving you an extra
them-
number.
Yeah, I'll put him at 9.
Bro, I hope you get the shittiest person ever at 1. I fucking pray. Dude, I'm gonna laugh if he says the fucking water boy from somebody, bro. I'm fucking 1. Yes.
I'm gonna put him at 6. I'm gonna put Fox at 6.
Alex says what? No, Alex put SGA.
Alex still has 4 and 10.
That's not a bad range, honestly. Put somebody good at 4 and put somebody shitty at 10.
Trey has 8 and 9.
Yeah.
I got 1 and 10.
You got 1 and 10?
That's it.
You always
Yeah,
do that
but
to yourself. Fucking Jeff loves to do that.
All
Bro,
right,
he set himself up kind of worse than I did. Shit.
Lori Marketing.
Damn. Marketing's been going up too. I only have 8 and 9 left, right?
Yeah, I don't think it matters for you.
I'll go 8. Sorry.
Yeah, give me 10. Fuck. I don't know who's my number 1 gonna be.
Jose, please give somebody shitty, dude. I'd love that.
4 and 10, right? I got.
Yeah.
Damn.
Alex is the best on the setup. I should have spaced him out a little bit more. That was my fault.
Fuck. I swear, if I get fucking Curry at 10, I'll be pissed. But then at the other hand, if you give me LeBron last, I don't mind putting him at 10 right now.
That's what I was hoping for.
LeBron at 1.
I gotta have him at 1.
Let me put Marketing at 10.
All right, cool.
Dude, hopefully, please, for the love of God, say Wade or Kobe or somebody. Just fucking throw
Kobe.
All right.
You wish they were still playing.
All right. And the last name on the list, Anthony Simons.
Oh my God.
Nah.
So that puts Anthony in Trey's 9, on Alex's 4, and Jeff's 1.
I thought Steph Curry was coming up. Somebody.
Me too.
Oh, shit. I thought Steph
Solid,
was coming.
Jeff. Gorgeous.
So
pick.
I was like, the whole time, I was like, God damn, Trey's got almost like the perfect list. Like, I didn't.
Trey did good.
So, like 2 weeks ago, when we did the Eastern Conference one, I got on the Xbox that night and I was talking to my buddy Mike. And I did the same thing to him. I had him do the Eastern Conference one, all those numbers, right? And he had done the same thing y'all did because he thought maybe a weaker number one option would come towards the end or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Never happened. Obviously, it was Tatum and Embiid, right? Those are the last two here. So he was like, all right, well, if you do the Western one, why don't you mix it up? And I was like, all right, you're right. We could put some some good, mid in the start, then great in the middle, and then kind of some lower ends.
Yeah,
throwing it off a little bit for sure.
So I want you to know that I've had this list for 2 weeks. So
and Jeff's right. You do expect like that one other person to step up.
somebody, especially with the names left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was like, I could have gone like LeBron, Curry.
Speaking of, go ahead.
I was just trying to think of what else is on top. But go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of, my debt is being paid on March 23rd. I am treating Jeff to the Phoenix Suns versus the San Antonio Spurs game.
Nice.
Gonna be tight.
So, I just want the pod crew to know that my debt is being paid to Jeffrey.
Jeff didn't want to wait 3 years till we made the playoffs for the bet to finally come through.
Finals game.
Dude, awesome. Right.
All right. So the last thing I have listed on here is the all-time Super Bowl draft.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So basically, if you don't understand it, we're just drafting what we consider the best Super Bowls. But if someone beats us to it, it's a draft, obviously, whatever. So, obviously, there's been 58, or there'll be 58 total once this weekend happens. There's been 57 so far, but since there's only 4 of us, we'll knock out 20. So basically, we're gonna be doing 5, picks each. So we'll give it a little some time to prepare. I gotta spin the wheel. I gotta make a wheel first.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I did not research this at all.
I got a little list.
I think I have a good number 1 pick. Hopefully,
you're like I just want to be the number 1 pick, so I can. All right, let's see. And of course, it could have been a lot more fun with the other guys here, but understandably, they can't make it today. So, all right. And I know with James's attitude, Alex is always number 1, so he hates that. So let's see if that tradition continues. So I'm spinning the wheel, and first name up is Trigger Trey Parker.
Damn.
Awesome.
Second name up, Jeffrey.
Nice.
You bastards are gonna take my pick, aren't you? Just kidding. And the third pick and last in order will be I am third, Alex is last. All right.
Shit.
So let me know when y'all ready, and then I can do the intro for it.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I got my list, so I'm ready when you.
I think I'm ready. I just gotta figure it out what route I want to go.
Yeah, I got you.
So we're just picking best Super Bowl games that in the history of the game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I guess I gotta make a list to make sure we keep up that one too. So that way. All right, so Trey was first, Jeff second, I'm third, and Alex is last. All right.
Yeah, mine's gonna be gone by the time I go up.
You would
Hey,
think.
who knows,
You would
bro?
think everybody has a different attachment.
Guys,
That's what
just leave Alex the 1985 Super Bowl. You know, we want obviously
That's not the way.
You mean the 86 one?
Yeah, 1985 season, but 86. Yes.
Oh, yeah, 86 Super Bowl. Yeah.
We got a comment on Jeff's new video on Instagram from Madeline Penelope Capital.
Mhm.
Let's go, Jeff!
Who's that? Who's that?
I don't know. Jeff would know.
Yeah, no, it's my buddy.
That's funny.
Trey's first pick is going to be 2014.
Ooh. All right, you gonna put it in order? Okay, cool.
That way makes it easier. Is that Jeff or Alex?
No,
I can't
swap them.
I don't know. That's
There you
me. Here you go.
There you go. All right,
Dude,
we
you
got
need
it.
to put fucking logos, bro.
Yeah, they turned this shit off, and now they're just I can't tell who's who.
Okay.
Okay, let me do the intro.
I'm gonna-
All-time Super Bowl draft. Trey, you're first.
I'm gonna be a homer, just because
Thank you.
I feel like it was a fantastic Super Bowl, though. I'm gonna go with the '98 Broncos versus Green Bay.
Hell yeah.
Which
It was
Super
just
Bowl
it was
was
a good game. That was the helicopter one that we were talking about. Oh, Super Bowl 32.
that? Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like it was overall a great game.
That
Back
that
and
game
forth.
was like one of the first games I remember watching, and I was going
Yeah.
for Denver as a
Yeah, it
kid.
was a
But like
good
it was just
game.
insane. John Elway going crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
And that's also like the year I'm picking. I mean, I shouldn't tell y'all, but yeah, I'm picking pretty much from that year on. But I'm gonna go, man. The Super Bowl was just exciting to me. It was amazing. It had everything in it. A touchdown return from the 1 yard line. It went back and forth. Like I was going for Arizona.
I hate you.
Pittsburgh took
You
it.
I was
motherfucker.
hoping,
That was
nobody.
to me.
I
To
knew
me-
it was gonna be the first two picks. I knew it. I knew
Yeah.
it. It was just like
That
oh my
fucking
God.
Super Bowl was the shit, dude.
Yeah,
I
it was
was
crazy.
actually hoping nobody would touch that one. I don't know why, but I was like, man, everybody's gonna pick a homer first, and then I was gonna go that one my next round.
Nah, that one was sick. It's Roman numerals are not my thing, but it's 2000. What was that?
What is L?
2009?
So 30. No, XL is
38.
Wait, it's which
no,
one?
it's 48. 48? No, 43. 43. 43.
Okay, so say 43, Jeff.
43. Okay. Oh yeah, Super Bowl 43.
Okay, bet.
Right, because
Yeah.
XL is 40, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So I love that pick.
Yeah. For some reason, bro, I thought everybody's gonna go homer on their first one. That's why I waited. Fucking bitch.
I'm not gonna lie, because obviously I have like 6 Super Bowls I can pick from. So I was hoping if that fell to me, I would be like perfect. But obviously that's not the case. It's one of the best of all times, bro.
That was definitely
Mhm.
fantastic for sure.
Oh shit, we lost Alex.
No way.
He was
Oh.
mad.
He's that bad. His internet connection went down completely now. I don't know about give him some time to.
Yeah, he'll come back.
Yeah.
Fucking damn it, bro. I was literally thinking that. I was like, fuck, everybody's gonna go. And that again, that was just my thought. Everybody here has won a championship with their team.
I'll be honest, Trey. I think you could have left that for the second round.
Probably.
I might have taken it, but yeah, like if you wouldn't have taken it second round, I like that Super Bowl. Like that's just the first game. Like that's the oldest game I can remember. You know what I mean? There was that Super Bowl.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why, again, I was gonna take that Pittsburgh Arizona game first, but I was like, in my head, I was like, everybody's gonna go homer first, and then I'll grab that.
Well, the things about the Cowboys one, dude, I was a kid, dude. Like I swear to God, like if I was watching them, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
in those
for
games.
sure.
We were too young, you know.
So for a lot of people, this one is not considered their favorites. I've mentioned it's my favorite before, even in a loss. Super Bowl 52, Philly versus Patriots.
Mine.
Yeah.
It was 500 plus yards from Tom Brady, and it took one mistake. And I'm going with Super Bowl 52. Even though it's a loss, it is arguably probably my favorite game to have ever seen.
And that was a high scoring motherfucker too,
Yeah.
dude. Good God.
41-33. Yep.
Yeah, that was an insane scoring game.
Go ahead, Alex.
Okay, well, my number 1 and my number 2 just went off the board. Thank you very much. But I think one of my favorite, seasons, and it led up to the Super Bowl at the end of the season, was the Giants and the Patriots. That was, I think, to me, was one of the best Super Bowls I've seen too. On top of you guys got one of my first 2 picks, so I'm gonna have to pick the Giants versus the Patriots. And Giants pretty much ends the perfect season for Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So for
People are gonna be
clarification, say Super Bowl 42, just for clarification.
Super Bowl 42.
All right. You bitch.
Yeah, I knew those were gonna go off the board.
That is considered one of the best games ever. Very low scoring. High
That was
drama.
that was helmet catch here, wasn't it? Right?
It was a helmet catch, yeah.
I like those last 3 plays where like Tom Brady was just throwing it like 50 yards downfield to Randy Moss like bullets, but he was like double covered. It was just insane. Like I thought he was gonna do it
all game, bro. All game. It was just fuck, man. They couldn't. Tom had no time, bro, and Moss just couldn't clear out in time.
Bad.
Are we snaking or no?
Oh, yeah, we're snaking.
Okay, I didn't hear you say that earlier.
So, Alex,
All right.
your pick again.
And people are gonna probably get mad at us because we let this one go pretty in the second round, but I go with the Patriots again with a 28 to was it 21-3 comeback?
Well, 28-3 comeback.
28-3 comeback against the Atlanta Falcons. And I think that game, I know a lot of us were probably already turning off the fucking TV. Like, this is dead water.
Everybody's coming out, bro.
Just talking to everybody at the party.
Yeah, it really was like you're already collecting your money, and then in the fourth quarter, everybody's eyes were back on the fucking TV.
Yep.
So yeah,
That was my
my
next
second pick.
You son of a bitch.
So say it again, Super Bowl 51.
Super Bowl 51.
All right, bet. So this one is considered to me also in like my top list. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It was the end of the Legion of Boom.
Damn.
Give me Super Bowl 49.
See, I couldn't pick that one because how mad I was at the end of that game. It was not my favorite.
It was for me, bro. I was loud as fuck at that party.
I just saw a highlight of that last play. I don't know where on Twitter or something, and I can't enjoy it, man. I was so pissed. They didn't give it to Lynch. Oh, I was pissed.
You
Your
said
pick,
41, Jose?
49.
Oh, I thought you said 41. I was like, that's not right.
Yeah, no, it's 49.
I still
All
can't
right.
believe we did.
Y'all are gonna have to help me out with the numbers, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with. Hold on, give me a second.
Give me the game and I can find it for you.
Yeah, I will right now. I just want to make sure. Oh yeah,
I got
I
it
like
all.
this one. Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Green Bay 31, Pittsburgh 25. Everybody thought Pittsburgh was gonna win that Super Bowl. They were the favorites. I was already a Aaron Rodgers fanboy, and I remember being at a club and everybody asking who's gonna win it, and I was like Green Bay, and everybody was like, "Oh no, everybody Pittsburgh." Like everybody was wrong about that Super Bowl, and I picked Green Bay for that one. So give me that one.
All right, so say Super Bowl 45.
Super Bowl 45.
All right, Trey, you're up. You got 2 picks.
Hold on, I'm highlighting them. I'm gonna actually go with the what are we on right now? 58, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go with 57. I actually like that game back and forth overall. Like I talked about earlier, I don't like blowouts, and that was a back and forth game that one play changed it all. So I'm gonna go with that.
Nice.
One flag changed it all.
Dude, but not even that. Like, you look at it, the fumble,
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
it's like a bunch of little shit. But to me, that fumble was just big. And then I'm going to go with my next pick just because of sheer love for my team. I'm going to go Super Bowl 50. To me, that was a fucking badass game. Everybody came in thinking that Cam was going to throw all over us and run all over us and do this, that, and the other. And I know our offense didn't do much, but defense killed it. And that's why we say defense wins championships. So Super Bowl 50.
Who was that? Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
To me, man, I love that game. And I remember where I was. I was in West Texas in a garage at my buddy's house watching that fucking game, dude. God, it was such a great game.
All right. This one was a good one. It's with y'all's favorite person. I know Trey loves this guy. Give me Baltimore 34, San Francisco 31. Colin Kaepernick, Trey's homeboy. It was just such a good game. With the game on the line, they were like Ray Lewis, and they had to come up with a stop, and they got it. It was just so perfect for Baltimore. It was a fun, exciting game. It was even that playoff that year. The whole playoffs were just crazy. The way Baltimore even got to the Super Bowl with some crazy end of the game plays.
That Ravens matchup with the Broncos.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was insane. That was it. It was just like ecstasy. That game was insane. I wish that was the Super Bowl.
Yes. Give me say Super Bowl 47.
Super Bowl 47.
Thanks, sir. He took my pick. You son of a gun.
That one's a good one.
Fuck.
I'm trying to think of which one that was. That's the hardest part, bro, is to remember. I know which one I'm going next, bro. Y'all better not say it.
So I'm gonna go with probably one of the biggest games of Tom Brady's Idol's career. And that was with the 49ers defeating the Bengals 20-16, Super Bowl 23.
Damn.
Ooh, damn.
Alex?
Okay. I'm gonna go with the greatest show on turf. The Rams over the Titans.
Damn. That was my
You
pick.
motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, I should have taken it.
That Super Bowl. I remember that Super Bowl. They came down to like the 1 yard line.
Yeah, they came up with that stop.
Alex, you
Yeah,
son of a
fucking
bitch, bro.
like
That's literally the one I was thinking of, bro. I was like, which one was it? And I
the
know
leg
it's
tackle.
fucking bitch, dude. That's the one I was saying.
Go ahead, Alex. Say what we were saying.
The leg tackle. I think everybody remember the leg tackle. That was pretty.
Yes, dude, at the 1 yard line or 2 yard line. Fucking bitch, Alex. Gosh damn it.
That was a good Super Bowl.
Yes, it was. It was a fantastic Super Bowl. I'm so pissed at you right now.
Man, and I really don't want to put a lot of Patriots on this fucking on my list, but it's sad that I'm gonna have to.
But unfortunately,
I
that's
got-
all there is.
I already got two Patriot games on here.
Bro, think about this. We're up to hit 60, right? Overall Super Bowls. Tom Brady has been in like 10 of them. Like
Insane.
that's insane, bro. He's all over the place. I mean, it's tough, Alex. I'm sorry. Fucking
Well, and then it sucks too because if you look at the early years, it's all like Green Bay and Dallas. So if you have love or hate for them, it's like, fuck.
go ahead, Alex. Pick your next pick.
I'm not gonna pick Tom Brady another time.
Don't pick him.
But I think one even though my Bears lost the Super Bowl, I think that I was probably one of the best ones I've seen since being a Bears fan. Where Peyton Manning won his first Super Bowl. Devin Hester returned the opening touchdown. I don't think it's ever happened in a Super Bowl game. Man, I gotta forget which.
I remember that.
Which was.
It
It was in Miami.
It was the Colts in Chicago. Wasn't it like a rainy field, like a muddy field?
Yeah, it was rainy.
It was 44. Oh no, sorry. That's New Orleans. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me look.
So when we won in '85.
It was the one right before the Giants in New England.
41.
41.
All right, so say Super Bowl 41 for me.
It's a homer one, even though we lost.
Say Super Bowl 41 for me.
Super Bowl 41.
Say it slowly.
Do it.
Whispered in my ear. That was an okay game.
Which one did he take?
Yeah, that field was horrible. I just remember that.
Yeah, it
was
was
horrible.
The field was bad.
Super Bowl
Which one did he
41. He took the
41?
Colts over the Bears.
Okay.
All right. Well, Alex, I don't mind taking some more Patriots games. Obviously. So I'm gonna go with the arguably the best one in my opinion of the first three, which was Super Bowl 38 with the Patriots, 32, Panthers 29. It all came down to a big late drive. Tom Brady and Adam Vinatieri, boom, 3 in 4 years, amazing, solidified. Honestly, obviously, it proved that Brady's first 2 wins were not flukes. I think that's what that game did, even though we beat the Eagles the year before. But
that was the one I was gonna pick, but I didn't want to put too much Tom Brady on mine.
I don't mind.
Which one did you say?
Super Bowl 38.
Okay.
Wasn't Carolina down big that game and came back, but
Yes,
like
it
New
was.
England just kept like kicking field goals to go back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vinatieri was fucking going crazy that game.
They had Jake Delhomme as a quarterback, and then they had Musin Muhammad as a receiver. I think Steve Smith one of was a receiver on that team.
Steve Smith Sr. Yeah, but he wasn't senior yet.
Even though I don't know why I have some hate for New Orleans, but this game was good. New Orleans 31, Indianapolis 17.
Yeah.
The year after Katrina or the year of Katrina, they did that onside kick to start the second half and fucking stole that game. It was good. It was good. So yeah, what Super Bowl was that?
Super Bowl 44.
Give me Super Bowl 44.
All right, Trey, your last 2 picks.
I'm gonna go. Oh, my screen cut out. That was weird. I'm gonna go. What did Eli Manning say? He said Tom Brady's the GOAT. Psych! I beat him twice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. That was pretty funny, dude. I saw it. I'm gonna go Super Bowl 40. What is that? 46. Super Bowl 46. New York 21. New England 17. And then with my last pick, I actually really liked that game myself. I'm going to go with the Super Bowl. I still don't know. Oh, it's 56. Super Bowl 56 with the Rams and the Bengals. I just thought it was a really good overall game. I really still wish that Joey Ice would have come on top on that one, but still, same concept. Still a great game.
Yeah. Damn, you kind of cock blocked Jeff. I mean, he had 43, 44, 45, 47. He could have had 46. He could have had 5 straight years right there. You cock blocked him.
I guess that was like my favorite time in football. I don't know what the hell. But now
I'm just saying,
last,
we each have one pick, right? Y'all each have one pick left?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all say one of these picks, I'm going to fucking get off the podcast right away. I'm just throwing it out.
That was Jeff's puberty time. That's how you know.
No. I'm just saying, if y'all choose one of these Super Bowls, I might come to your house and swing. Just throwing it out.
You hate Kansas City that much? Or
No.
Not one of the Super Bowls.
Jeff, I mentioned Legion of Boom earlier, remember?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well that's the thing. Like that's super like that's what sucks about Seattle, because I did like Seattle. Their only win was that fucking blowout, right? Like they should have won the next fucking year with Lynch and that fucking pick, and it sucks that was their only win.
No, I agree. But you picked that Super Bowl, and I'm sorry.
Now I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I was looking at the list. The last one is Kansas City over San Francisco, and that was a boring game for most of the game. But like we talked about it last week when you weren't here, Trey. I think San Francisco was up by like 9 or 10 with like 6 minutes to go, and Patty just goes nuts, and it was over. And it was like, even though the whole game wasn't that great, that last 6 minutes was amazing. So I'll give me that one. And what Super Bowl was that? 40.
Super Bowl 54.
Give me 55. Super Bowl 50. What?
No, 54.
54. 55. 55. I'm looking right now.
Tom Brady won 49, 51, 53, 55. Get it right, Trey.
It says right here, LIV, which is, oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
I forgot to subtract one.
You
Yeah.
do not question me about my Tom Brady wins.
I probably
But-
sorry, Pod Crew. Yes, right. Continue. Say it,
All right,
Jeffrey.
Super Bowl 54. I think.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot about the one in front.
Never question me about Tom Brady wins.
I was questioning the Roman numerals.
All right. So for my last pick, I think mainly because this is something that's been hit on the NFL Network. You know, it's been hit just be nostalgic and all this stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go nostalgic with two of the best franchises of all time, which I'm surprised Jeff didn't go with, but maybe he just hasn't had the time to see it or whatever. I'm gonna go with Super Bowl 13. Steelers, Cowboys, 35-31. One of the early games early on that solidified, hey, Super Bowl's a lot of fun. This is going to be the new sport coming in. And those were the two main franchises, right? America's blue-collar teams at the time, whatever. So I'm going to go with Super Bowl 13.
I just didn't go old school, really.
I mean, majority for all of us, we go with the ones we were alive for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, on Super Bowl weekend, I used to watch the history and all that stuff. And, man, I haven't done that in a long time. I watch football coverage all day, but, yeah, I haven't done it in a while.
All right, Alex, last pick.
Man, this is pretty hard. I'm going to go with history, too. I think history takes it back for me. I think shit. We're gonna get a lot of hate for not fucking picking this Super Bowl. The only team to go undefeated in NFL history. But I'm not gonna pick them. I'll pick Bears. I'm picking my 85 Bears. Fuck it. Let them hate on us.
What's Super Bowl that one?
Super
Bowl 27? Was it 27?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Look
right?
at,
1986, right? Like the 85
Yeah.
season, but 86. Yeah, 20.
let me look it up just to
Oh,
confirm.
look, I
21.
do have
No.
on this one.
The fuck? Yeah, you did put the Patriots on a loss on that one, huh? Didn't you?
Yeah, I got another loss in there, but I said I wasn't gonna put no more Patriots in there.
All right, Alex, for me, say Super Bowl 20.
Super Bowl 20, Chicago over. Oh, look, the Patriots. I'm fucking with you.
That's the saddest part. Like, if you actually look back, like, I don't know if I'm the only team to actually do it, but like, we were in so many Super Bowls and we just lost every single one of them. Like, we lost.
Wasn't Elway's first 3 Super Bowls losses?
We lost in 87 and 88 and 90. And then we won the back-to-backs. Obviously, 98, 99. But I'm like, dude, like, we could literally have as many rings as the fucking Pats and all these other people.
Trey,
and we just lost, bro.
if I was alive since the early 80s and stuff, I could have watched Patriots go to 11 Super Bowls and lose 5. Lose 5 because the Bears killed them, the Packers killed them, and then obviously we lost eventually to the Giants.
That's so crazy to look at, bro. Like, if you actually look back at this, it's fucking wild.
I only need to be born in the 90s so I could watch all 6 rings. That's
yeah. Think about it. Let me see what else. Yeah, because we lost in 78 to Dallas. That was a dog of a game too. I remember watching highlights.
Jeff is I just want to see one Cowboys in the Super Bowl at least one more time.
One more time.
Oh, Jeff, have you ever seen the Cowboys in the Super Bowl?
Like I said, I was a kid. I was at the Super Bowl parties, but I wasn't really paying attention to the game. I was like 6 or something. But yeah, I mean, I like it was in the 90s. I was alive. I was just a little kid.
Like I told Trey, the first Super Bowl I ever saw was Elway's last, and then I started watching after that.
Yeah.
But that was for me the time where I started watching. That was 98, I think 99.
Yeah.
So
I watched my first Super Bowl. I think. Well, you guys are a little bit older than me, but the first ones I remember was the Tampa Bay Bucks versus the Oakland Raiders with John Gruden, and that was one of my first Super Bowls.
Hey, that was Tony Dungy, bro.
Yeah, I remember. that time, my friend, that what's it called? The Simpsons game, and I went to his house, and his dad had the game on, and I was like, "What's he like?" It was snow. I remember it was snowing, and we just sat down and watched the game together. And at that time, I had no idea what football was.
Yeah. See, but that's crazy. Like to think back, the first one I really remember was the Pittsburgh, Arizona one. The fucking sideline tippy toe catch from Santonio Holmes. That's the first one I remember. But then I also do remember what was it? The helmet catch one, which was right before it. But like distinctively, I knew that was the Super Bowl. I knew what it was. That's the Arizona one, man. I don't know why I remember that one as the Super Bowl, but like it's crazy. You go back and I don't remember any of these fucking Super Bowls. Couldn't tell you.
Nah, I mean, obviously, like a lot of it's like NFL Network history and all that stuff. Like you'd have to like really hit if you want to, or YouTube. I mean, I remember sometimes on YouTube parties, like when I was setting up and everything, I would put on old Super Bowls just to like, get that energy build up and everything. I know this weekend I'm going down to Alex's ranch and we're gonna watch Super Bowl with him and his family. So
nice.
That's cool.
It's gonna be cool.
So I know he was like, last year I had to go to you. This year you coming to me, motherfucker.
It's gonna be fun, man. Hey, I wish the Patriots would have made it too. One of our teams, our families would have went crazy.
Bro, I'll tell you this: if we're lucky in our lifetime, we'll see Broncos and Cowboys, and we'll see Patriots and Bears, and we'll really get the shit talk going.
Hey, that would be a wild game, bro. Like to play with your team in the playoff or in the Super Bowl against a buddy's team.
But we got one guy on here, right? Marcos and Jose team played to go to the Super Bowl.
Marco's been living in the high life the past couple of years. So
Marco's, he's been a fan for the last 7 years. So the last 6 years have been a wet dream for him.
It's fucking crazy because Marco's all like, I'm a Dallas Stars fan, and they ended up being like good in the playoffs. Then he picks the Rangers, and they win the fucking World Series. Right, I'm a Rangers fan, and then they go to the World Series.
He was a Cowboys fan, people. Just to let y'all know, he was a Cowboys fan. Whatever he wants to say, like, I wasn't really all into it. You were a Cowboys fan, Vato. I remember. So it's whatever. I mean, if he wants to say he's been following Patrick Mahomes since he has been talking to him for a long time before he got drafted and shit. So to be fair, I'll give him that much. He could have been still a Patrick Mahomes fan and a Dallas Cowboys fan, but whatever. Yeah. It is what it is. We see James. He loves his Bron James, but he still loves the Spurs. But if you put them both against each other, I bet he picks the Bron James.
Yeah, I don't get that one. But like, yeah, it is weird when you're following a guy in college and you kind of follow him in the NFL.
Yeah,
like I was watching Zeke, and when the Cowboys drafted him, I was so happy. And little did I know that was the end of my fandom. And
that's why I'm a fan of Trevor Lawrence, because I've been watching him since his college days, and I was like hoping that he'd do really well here. And
ironically, Jeff is gonna get pissed, but I've been a fan of Dak since college.
Oh my god,
yeah, bro, he was a killer in college.
You were watching Mississippi? What was it, Mississippi?
I've been a fan of him for a while.
I like any players that come out of like these small towns where we're from. Like,
oh yeah.
Jordan Whittington.
Get off Bailey Zappi's nuts. I swear.
Hey, so you must be a big Rumble fan, huh? Didn't he come from Wisconsin?
No, I'm talking about over here, like in South Texas.
Oh. Where did he go? He went to Eastern Illinois, right?
Yeah, he's from Eastern Illinois. I think he's from Illinois.
Well, you should be. Isn't that close to Chicago or no?
Nah, fuck that guy.
Oh,
he's gonna be tripping on. Oh no, he's not calling the game, is he?
No.
Romo?
Yeah. No.
Romo calling this game. Yeah, he's calling the game.
He's calling
the game.
Yeah.
Yes, it's CBS.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
Did you guys see that? Joe Buck was like talking shit about this is gonna be a shit show, like Super Bowl. Like, yeah,
really?
In Vegas. Yeah, he really said that. And then the comments are like, "Bro, it's just mad because he's not calling the Super Bowl anymore."
Yeah, so I wonder, is ESPN gonna get back to Super Bowl eventually or anything like that? Because I know Buck and Troy, they were doing it for Fox, and next year Tom Brady's back in the Super Bowl on the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took
Sure.
Greg Olsen, right?
Oh, dude, I felt so bad for him. Greg Olson was kind of boring.
Yeah. Greg Olsen knew.
A little bit.
You know what? I don't even think it's Greg that was born. I think it was his partner.
It could be. So let me ask you this. Okay. Talking about this. Do you think that the network told Tony Romo something? Because remember, he would was it last year or 2 years ago? Whatever.
They met with him last year.
They did,
After the season. Yep.
Because he was calling everything spot on, and then all of a sudden, he stopped doing it.
No, Jose's talking about they had to talk to him last year because they thought he had lost some of his
his mojo.
for the game.
That's what Trey saying too. Like he was talking like he was in love with it. Then he got lazy, and so they had to talk to him to get back in love with it again.
Yeah, but Trey's telling about calling the play, right?
Dude, he was calling plays left and right in the sense of what they were going to run and do this and the other.
So this is with that. I think what happens is everything changes so much year to year. You know, when he retired and he became an announcer, he still knew the formations and the stuff that they were running.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's football, right? Nothing really ever changes. But, with all the scheming and everything, he's not in it where he knows every team and everything.
Yeah.
He just kind of lost that with time. And it seems like he's not that into it anymore. So, yeah, he's just seeing him.
I get that. I was curious if the network, you know what I mean? Because it was one day it just stopped.
So do you imagine how brilliant everyone saw Tony Romo being, and then when Tom Brady comes in next year, it's just gonna be annoying as fuck of how good it is. So he's gonna pick apart these teams. Because I mean, realistically, if you think Tony Romo was a really good quarterback and you can see how he reads these plays and how his mind works, then you gotta go fucking crazy if it was like Peyton or Tom. They fucking would break that shit down.
But I mean, even watching the Peyton and Eli, they'll call out some shit too.
Yeah.
And so I think they had Welker on there once, and Welker called the play. It's just crazy to see these guys, dude. They just know everything that's gonna. Okay, he's motioning this way. It's gonna be this play, this, and this.
You should watch a game. You should watch a game with me, right, Jose?
Aye. Get out of here, bro.
When Alex is sleepy because he worked that day. Because that's how you were in the Super Bowl. Because me and you were talking, and then you were just like,
And I was dude, they're gonna. I exactly knew what they were gonna do.
But
yeah, even this year, there's a lot of criticism against Tony Romo. That's why on the last game that they called, I don't know which one it was. They have to be on their best because they've been on his ass.
The Ravens and the Chiefs. Well, look at it this way. Greg Olson's now because he's being pushed to be the number 2 guy, right? He's going to be the backup now. He could opt out. And if he were to opt out and CBS is unhappy with Tony Romo, depending on how his contract works and everything, they could always let him go and bring in Greg Olson.
Yep.
That could always be an option out there. If you're not as passionate about this commentary thing, that we can bring in someone that is. And Greg Olson might be available if he chooses to opt out because I think he was making 10 mil being the number 1 guy in Fox, and now being pushed to number 2, he's gonna be down to 2 or 3 mil.
Damn.
Oh,
so he's getting a pay cut for that loss.
For that bump.
Yeah.
What network do you think needs Tony Romo?
Needs Tony Romo? No, nobody.
Really? You don't? I wouldn't mind.
I think Prime. Yeah, Prime. Prime maybe.
Well, you're taking out Herb Street? Okay, so here's
Tony Romo. I don't.
Take off. Who is it? Fitzpatrick.
No, that's not commentary though.
Oh, it's not. I didn't watch too many.
Don't touch Ryan Fitzpatrick, bro.
No,
he's a golden child.
So the people that he could take out would be Kirk Herbstreit, Collinsworth. And Collinsworth still, he gets just as wet as Tony Romo for.
They're not getting rid of Collinsworth.
It would be Troy Aikman for ESPN.
Troy Aikman,
and then Tom Brady now for the Fox.
Joe Buck. I think Joe Buck.
But you got to remember, color commentary and play-by-play guy is 2 different things. That's not who Tony Romo would go for. Tony Romo could not replace Joe Buck.
First off, Joe Buck replace Joe Buck? I like Joe Buck.
You don't like Joe Buck, Alex?
I know. I mean, you heard him all the time, during the World Series. Then you would hear him during the Super Bowls.
He don't do that no more. He You don't do a World
Yeah,
Series.
but you don't do it. You don't do it no more.
No,
But like, it's just saying, like,
it gets very old. No, I
it
get
got
that.
very old.
That's for a little while, that's how I felt about Kirk Herbstreit because he was always in college, and then he started to do pros, and then he would do this and the other, and I got kind of old. But I actually like his knowledge; he's very knowledgeable, so I kind of just get rid of it.
Yeah, so you'd have to really like decide whether you want to go get rid of those guys. Like I said, Kirk, Collinsworth, Brady, and Troy. So
Collinsworth,
he is the oldest, so he'll be the first one out. You know,
that motherfucker.
why you gotta hate? Was he the one that called the Broncos Seahawks game? Is that why?
No, he's terrible. He's so annoying. I hate that motherfucker.
Nah, he's fine. I think I do agree that Tony Romo doesn't seem like he's in love with it as much. So it just if he I mean, obviously he could always go to ESPN or some shit like that. Like with he could do First Take with Stephen A. And they could fucking fight about Cowboys shit.
Or just hang it up, right? And
Bro, but
go home.
right? Like, do you need to work? Yeah, just enjoy it. He could literally be a quarterback coach somewhere for fun. Like,
he could go be the next Kellen Moore.
I'm just saying, bro. He really could. He could be an offensive coordinator or fucking.
Speaking of that,
nombre
bro, Kingsbury,
in Washington,
fucking not going to Oakland. Pretty much telling him that it's all right. I'll take a pass on that.
But
job.
you know why, right?
Yeah, I think it has to do with them not having enough capital trading up.
No. That wasn't it. So the reason why Cliff Kingsbury didn't sign with the Raiders is because they only offered him a 2-year contract. Well, a 2-year contract doesn't do anything for him because his head coaching contract ends in 2 years as well. So then he doesn't have any security after that. Washington offered him 3-year contract, and that's apparently the normal for every team. So actually, the Raiders in a way were lowballing him. So he went with Washington because they offered him the most money and time.
I don't think it's money because, bro, like you said, he's still getting paid from his coaching thing from Arizona, and he said in Hard Knocks whenever they were there, and he was like, honestly, I don't even have to right away look for a job.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. There's no point.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. And I don't think it's money. I really don't think it's money for him. He's just throwing that out there. That way, it's one of like a way out, basically.
No,
from the
but it's not. But again, Alex, it's not about the actual money. It's about the guarantee, right? You're getting paid for the next 2 years. I'd rather get paid for the next 3 years. That's kind of the football mindset.
Yeah.
Is that I want to be because I know I'm already gonna have money for the next 2 years because of the coaching gig, the head coaching gig with Arizona. But what's my security blanket for the following year? That's what he's looking for. That it's not about the money total. It's about security.
Yeah.
Security. Then why come out to the NFL if you had a good security in USC? That's just one thing. I get it because you want to make a jump back into the NFL. But if you want to talk about security, he had that security in USC. I feel like he did.
Well, was that part of his contract? Yeah. How long was his contract with them? Because he was like a consultant. He wasn't the offensive coordinator. He was the consultant.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like I think he could have had a good gig with USC.
But that depends on his contracts. You get what I'm saying? Like, what was his contract with USC just for 1 year?
What was the offer for this next year if his contract was just for this season?
That's right.
Like, what did they offer him? Because
you're just a consultant. They can't pay forever, right? So if it was only for 1 year and then they didn't offer him any more after that, then could he really stick with USC?
Yeah, because y'all saw the money difference, right, between Jim Harbaugh or John Harbaugh, the difference between Michigan and it was 5 years, $80 million in the NFL, and the other one was 10 years, $120 million at Michigan. So there's a big pay difference. You would think it would be pretty close, but it is different from NFL to college.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean,
5 for 80 or 10 for 120.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then imagine what people are going to be signing in 5 years. Like what? Like sometimes it's not good to take a 10-year contract, right? Because those last 5 years.
Look at John Gruden and the Raiders. That was a 10-year contract that ended after like year 3.
Yeah,
16 million.
Do you think Kingsbury did a good decision by signing with the Commanders, not knowing where they're going from there?
Here, you want what I think? I think it was this bad decision to pick up Kingsbury in general. I don't like Cliff Kingsbury.
I was
He's not
surprised.
he's not a good coordinator for me, or a coach. So I like he's got this glorified reputation because he had Patrick Mahomes with Texas Tech. Texas Tech was not good with Patrick Mahomes under Cliff Kingsbury. He didn't do a good job with Kyler Murray. And then last year, you can argue that Caleb Williams regressed with Kyler Kingsbury as a consultant, his dog. So I don't like it. This might be a thing more because Washington was the last team to sign a coach in Dan Quinn, which I also don't like that hire, by the way.
Nope.
And you picking up Cliff Kingsbury, swiping in from the Raiders, cool, good for you. But I don't like either of those hires. I think Washington's putting themselves in a bad position, and I feel bad for the quarterback that they pick up, whoever it may be.
And it looks like they're going after Caleb, right?
Yeah, if Drake May goes first.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Alex, I did want to ask because I know you've been really against Caleb Williams taking over Justin Fields. What happens if they draft Drake May?
Like I said, man, I said if they drafted Caleb Williams, we're gonna have to ride with him, just like we wrote Trubisky, just like we wrote Justin. Whenever we drafted Justin, I still wanted Trubisky to stay another year because if you remember, Trubisky took the Bears to the playoffs for a couple, I think like 2-3 years maybe.
2 years.
Even though that the defense is what led us to the playoffs, I still think there was still something there with Trubisky with using his feet. Then I was pretty upset. Not like really upset, but I was like, damn, we picked up Justin. I was like, all right, this is our guy now. We're gonna have to ride him. And now with Caleb, if we pick Caleb, we're gonna have to, like I said, we're gonna have to transition to him. And then with Drake May too.
Hello.
Yeah.
I was trying to say ride with because you said ride Justin. And I was like, whoa, ride with Justin.
Well, you know what I mean.
I hope so.
Or ride with Caleb. I mean, there's nothing with Drake. With Drake's May's like playing style is like I said, it's like a lot like Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, big arm, real big dude. He is kind of skinny, and then a lot of people say too. Well, he went to North Carolina. Or are you really going to go with the North Carolina kid like you went with Trubisky? A lot of people don't know that his parents were D1 athletes at North Carolina, and that's why he stayed there. He had opportunity to go to Alabama, LSU, but he decided to stay at home and play where his parents played.
As a young quarterback, I don't know if I want to go play for Nick Saban. I don't feel like he develops them as well as people would like. You could argue that that class of Mac Jones, Jalen Hurts, and Tua is kind of like, it could go either way. We've seen Hurts is high, but then we saw him, regress real quick. Tua, it's just like you just have questions. And Mac Jones was dead on arrival.
Yeah, I think since Alabama, not these last couple of years, but before that, were so dominant, the quarterback didn't have to do much, right? Yeah. And you got the best receivers, you got the best O-line, so you're not really like tested, And I think that really hurts them in the long run.
I can't wait. This draft this year is going to be a lot of fun early on, just to see what teams get those quarterbacks, right? Because there's all these talks about it's Caleb, it's Drake, it's Jaden Daniels. That's crazy. Now I have to really dig into Jaden Daniels' film, see if that might be the Patriots' new quarterback. The Patriots are having a new fucking culture. They're bringing this black power into that shit in New England, and fuck it. You know what? Let's do it, baby. Let's get some wins. I don't give a fuck how you do it.
I don't think Boston's gonna like that black power stuff.
Well, too bad. Gerard Mayo's already our head coach, and we got a bunch of new guys coming in to really dig in there and do some work. I don't know how long it'll take before the Patriots can be relevant again, but I think the coaching staff we have will be nice.
I heard you guys interviewed what's his name?
Nope.
The Bears ex-OC for the offensive coordinator job. I forgot his name. God damn. I don't know how I forgot his name and I hated him all year.
The guy you had last year?
Yeah.
No, Luke Getsy.
Yeah, I heard. Is that true that they interviewed Luke Getsy?
We might have interviewed him. That's not who we hired. Luke Getsy got picked up, I think, by the Raiders. No, after the whole thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know Luke Getsy was a name for the.
Our coaches are. We have DeMarcus Covington as a defensive coordinator, and Alex Van Pelt as our offensive coordinator. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm looking forward to a new era in New England. That's crazy. That's definitely no Belichick, no more Brady.
Jaden Daniels put up the same numbers as kind of the same numbers as Joe Burrow did in college.
Yeah,
So,
my worry is that he's just also one of those older quarterbacks coming out the draft. Mid.
Well, same thing could be said with. That's the same thing could be said with Joe Burrow. He was pretty old coming out too.
Yeah, he was like 24 and stuff like that. So I mean, but only one of them won LSU a title, and it wasn't Daniels. But we'll see. I'll be supportive. I'll be all in. If he gets our new quarterback. Obviously, I want to tank for Caleb, but that's not going to happen. So we'll see how that goes in general. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Gerard Mayo decides, you know what? Fuck it. Let's trade up to number 1. I don't know. I still worry for you, Alex, because I haven't heard anyone talk about them possibly keeping Justin. I know that's the rumor mill you're hearing because you're a Chicago guy, so you're hearing a bunch of Chicago pods and all this stuff saying that. I've yet to hear anyone mention the possibility of that happening. So we'll see how it goes. Trey, how are you looking forward to the freaking Broncos future, bro?
Oh shit!
Yeah, we'll be all right.
That's right.
In about 10 years.
Because are they trading Wilson or what are they doing with him? They might keep him.
They have to cut him or trade him.
Cut him. Or trade him.
But no one's going to trade for him.
No,
Dude, that's fucking bullshit, dude. I think
which means we're going to cut him, lose out, not get anything from this past year, and completely get shit.
I think what I said was $80 million in dead cap just by cutting him this year.
And then there's even talks, and I don't know if it's for sure, but us moving up in the draft to try and get a quarterback.
I heard that too. That is
so
they get one for cheap.
To move up to lose more. You know what I mean? It's just.
I think a name that's being thrown around is Patrick Surtain for a high pick.
Yeah, I saw one that said Surtain for Sweat, a first rounder, and a fifth rounder.
I saw that one too.
Dang.
Hey, Alex, how do you feel about Michigan's defensive coordinator following Jim Harbaugh?
I think that's an excellent hire for Jim Harbaugh and his
first off, how have we not talked about Washington literally losing everybody?
Oh, you're talking about the college team losing all their all the players that transferred.
Saw that?
The whole team. Well, yeah, they lost their coach, dude. Of course, they're all gonna leave,
bro.
Did you see who the new DC is?
No,
Steve Belichick.
I just saw that one day. I was logging in for something, and it said it showed all the people that are transferring, and I was like, "Holy!"
This transfer portal thing. Ugh.
A lot of Alabama players are transferring too. One big name went to Texas. So
the transfer portal is wild.
It looked like Texas is getting they're hitting off of this transfer portal. They're gonna be good.
They're gonna have the SEC money now, bro.
Yeah, they got UTSA as their farm team. They got they're getting players from Alabama. They're gonna be good next year.
We'll see.
They're good this year.
Wild stuff.
All right, guys. So to prepare y'all, start y'all now. Next week, obviously, we'll recap the Super Bowl. But I'm going to tell James and Marco, too, on the text thread and stuff. I want y'all to prepare for it. Last year we did our top 10 all-time NBA players. We're doing our 11 through 20 all-time NBA players next week.
Yeah. Hey, is next week the last pod till April, or is that not happening anymore? Or what's going on?
Okay, so I was like, all right, let me let Alex have his wish, right? If we get to 200 subscribers, we'll go ahead and keep going, right? But Alex, that's still 45 people left to go. And I can't do it by myself, Vato.
So we're at one, whatever. So we need 45 more?
Well, yeah, we're at 155. Yeah,
1 week, though, right?
In 1 week.
So if we don't make it, what happens?
Then we'll take a little break. We'll take a sabbatical.
break.
Hey,
draft night.
did you get a subscriber right after our show? Like maybe like 30 minutes after the show
Possibly?
last week.
I don't remember the timeline.
Yeah,
It doesn't timestamp for everybody. I mean, I might have.
Alex is.
He's like, I told somebody, damn it.
no, it's because like
Look, we just got a subscriber right now. So
I'm telling you, like I'm a guy that like if you talk to me and you talk about the pod, I'm with me and I tell them, well, are you even subscribed? They're like, actually, I'm not. I'm like,
is that
what
what I'm
doing?
getting invited to the Super Bowl party for next week? Is to like,
Yeah,
buddy. You're a big name around this park around here in Pleasanton.
Hey, Alex, you were talking about hometown people. I just saw something right now that said the right guard for the 49ers played at Wagner and at UTSA. His name is Spencer Buford.
Spencer Buford.
He's like 20. Is he like 20 something? 24, 25?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What,
he doesn't start.
Come on, dude. You're a Spurs fan. RC Buford. Come on, man.
No. So I clicked the link and it loaded up a different name, and I was like, "What the hell?" So that's why I got panicked, and then I backed back out again.
He doesn't start though, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he played in the All-American game here in San Antonio. Yeah. He was the only San Antonio kid from here.
No, we could have also just gotten a subscriber because Jeff's new controversial videos got 1.5K views.
Let's go!
Damn.
Holy shit!
On YouTube?
Yeah,
like Nico Collins getting some love out there as number 10.
Oh, bro, I was telling Jeff all the comments. I was saying awful, god fucking awful, worst list ever. All this shit, bro. It was funny.
I only saw one that said DJ Moore.
Dude, so remember I told y'all the guy that said Cortland Sutton? He deleted it because someone came at him and said, "Oh yeah, 44th in receptions, first in fumbles lost, 57th in like yak." I was like, God damn.
That was Trey's burner account again.
Trey's burner.
That's funny.
It's trigger quattro.
That's funny.
Oh man, but no, I'm gonna have fun with these like next few videos from these games and talks we've had today. So should be a lot of fun. But all right, guys, Jeff, Trey, if we all can get us to 45, we can keep going. Otherwise, we take a sabbatical. Trey's like, sabbatical, please.
Yeah, we got to promote it more. We got to put last episode.
No, I'm not gonna put last episode. That just sounds sad. It's like the death.
Our question mark last episode question mark something.
Up to y'all.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if y'all seen some videos from that Caps Off podcast, right?
About what?
Caps Off. It's like it's 4 guys that had like they're all had wear caps.
Oh yeah.
So they this week is their final episode, and last week's episode they had it saying Caps Off's like final, like the end of Caps Off or whatever. And it's they're actually finishing because they're going to separate ways. So I was like, okay, well that's a good marketing, but I don't want to do that. That's kind of a dick move because they actually ended. I'm just talking about like a break, until
a break till draft.
But I know Alex doesn't want to break.
Actually, that'd be decent, like a little break till draft or something like that. But yeah, or like NBA playoffs and then a break till draft or something like that.
Well, the draft would be around the NBA playoffs time. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like pick it back up then. That's not bad.
I mean, otherwise, or after the NFL season, I could just do an all NBA crew for a while. Like for people who want to talk about the NBA right now. Yeah. Trey's like, I just want to take Mimi, so I'll take a nap. I know Alex is like, I'm ready to talk about football forever. We can go 7 days a week, right, Alex?
Yeah, dude. There's always football talk.
You're wild, though. Wow.
This podcast is called Puro Pinche Sports for a reason. Some wild takes sometimes. Not everyone might see it, but oh yeah, Jeff, you also have like about 1,200 views on TikTok. It's the first video over 1,000 in a minute on TikTok.
Wow,
nice.
I didn't take a look. I looked the other day, but I didn't see it. Nice.
That I told y'all before. TikTok's been broken, and that shit's already got 1,200 views. So I mean, that's the first one. And well, I mean, okay. So since that video of draft Caleb or keep Fields, that feels like forever ago at this point. So But before
Damn, you
that,
really do. It's super nice, bro.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I'll go check it out.
What's crazy though is like if you look, it's like 500, 700, 400,
Oh,
400,
we-
500, 500, 400, 300, 400, and then 1200.
so Steezy says, "What y'all think about the World Cup final at
Yeah.
MetLife?"
It should have been at fucking Dallas, bro.
I
Pissed.
thought
we-
it was
we
at
talked-
Dallas.
So
It
we
was
talked about
supposed
this, right?
Mhm.
We talked about this in the text thread, and I hate it, dude, because like that if you played in Dallas, that you're like set like middle of like pretty much anything, and I think if they playing in New Jersey, don't they play like in the middle of like right outside a highway with like nothing for like miles and miles?
Hey, but isn't it that same turf that Aaron Rodgers hurt his ankle at, or no?
That's why they
Yeah.
said that this is gonna be say, "What's up, Papa?" They said
Hey.
that this is gonna be
Say hi.
that's what they said. They said let's put the most
Hi.
expensive fields on this turf. Genius.
But they're playing. I think they're gonna put grass in all the
Yeah,
all the.
it's
Say hi, Theo.
in the contract.
I mean,
Hi,
hold-
Theo.
In the contract, it has to be right deal.
We
That they're
lost Theo. Yeah. I didn't. I thought Dallas had got it. I don't know. Yeah, just it's over there.
Maybe-
It's whatever.
maybe that's why Dallas got rid of it, bro. Is because of the grass. I wonder.
Yeah, well, I had heard that they were gonna make the changes necessary for it, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, I can't. That's still a while, right? To get the World Cup a couple years.
Fucking sucks, though, dude. I was so excited to see it at Dallas. So.
I wonder if what did New York? They have to charge people more tax money to like get that because they outbid Jerry Jones. That tells you a lot.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
But that sucks. I was looking forward to like games over here and shit like that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Did
I'll try
Houston
to-
get a game?
Yeah, like they're still getting games. It's just that was the final, right?
the final, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would have loved to try and go to like
Who wants to have the final in MetLife, New Jersey?
No one.
of all places, bro. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
I want to go
They-
watch
they-
the
I
game
think
in.
Philly-
What's that?
Philly's having one too. Philly's
Philly,
having
yeah.
one too.
No, but I want to go watch a game in Monterrey at that stadium.
shut
oh,
your
it's
mouth,
beautiful.
bro.
Yeah, I want to go. You been
Yeah.
there, Alex?
No, I haven't been,
No.
but that's a nice stadium. Where the Rayados play,
Yeah.
not the Tigres, but where the Rayados play. They play like beautiful. Like you can see the mountains and stuff. It looks nice.
Yeah.
When do they release all that?
It's out. Like that Monterrey, they're hosting even a round of 32. I forgot where I saw they got a round of 8, but yeah, they don't know, of course, who's playing, right? But they have it out now, like with what games.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I guess I should say, when do they release the schedule in the sense of like so you can purchase tickets and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
So you don't. So what for the World Cup?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they don't do that. They you gotta buy tickets now. You gotta put your bid and shit like that for tickets now.
Yeah, well, I signed up for after the last World Cup. I signed up for something that's supposed to like let me know when the tickets are gonna go on sale and all that stuff.
It won't tell you specific matchups because they won't have qualified until like months before.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. But just it's like what game, right? Like what pool game you're going to. Pool A,
So
pool B.
Yeah.
Houston is
Game
hosting
3.
some games though.
Houston, Dallas, are
If
getting
you down to go to a fucking game, bro?
Mm-hmm.
You down?
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go to Monterey, but yeah, like I'm gonna see who's playing here in Houston.
I want to
Who's
go
playing
to
in Dallas and try to like catch one and see what the ticket prices
Fuck
are.
yeah, dude. I'd be down
You know?
with shit.
I want to see what the average ticket prices were American wise, like the last World Cup, and see if that quantifies here. Obviously, that was Qatar, right, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So it's probably a lot different. But
Oh, you know, Javi, Javi, the one that was on the pod, he went to go watch Argentina and Brazil whenever they had it in Brazil.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
bro,
sick.
what the hell?
he says I need to be on the pod for football talk. Sure,
That's
bro.
it.
Anytime, man. For sure. And everyone's welcome to discuss and say some shit. And while Trey tries to go Mimi's. Mr. Mimi's
Time to
Trey.
go to sleep.
All right, guys. Well, anything else y'all got for tonight? Before we go the whole 3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Just,
I do think real soon, if not next week, obviously, but like if we take a sabbatical and stuff like that, we should probably do a meetup pod like on a weekend and something.
Sure.
We haven't done that in a minute. Since what? Did we do it last year? I guess it was last year. Yeah, we did it.
We did it for the draft, and we did it at your house.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was that for, bro? I can't even remember now.
That was when we did our top 10. No, that was when you almost punch Alex for not having Tim Duncan in the top 10.
He'll be number 11.
Fucking hate you, bro.
I mean, I guess he'll be in the top 11.
Crazy, bro.
Season says, is the Pro Bowl worth it or no? The Pro Bowl game is okay. I
like flag. I like the flag football game.
I mean, it's cool, but I don't know.
I don't watch anything.
Yeah, I didn't really watch much anything unless it was on TikTok or Instagram. I didn't see anything from this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's how I feel about the NBA All-Star. It's just like
it's all gone downhill from what it used to be.
Unless you're an All-Pro for the NFL or an All-NBA, what you get in the middle season awards or these little things that fan votes, they don't matter to me. Fan voting has ruined a lot of this shit.
See, but not only that, I think the activities they used to do used to be fun. Now it's it's okay, but it's like I want to see like the actual competitions, not fucking dodgeball and this, that, and the other. I want to see like the throwing competition. Could you imagine Josh Allen, fucking Anthony Richardson, Patrick Mahomes, all these guys doing actual throwing competition?
I don't like that Dan Orlovsky outscored all the quarterbacks.
That's my point. That's exactly my point. And then the next scene is dodgeball and tug of war. Like, come on, bro. I don't give a fuck about that. No.
Yeah, so to answer your question, CZ, no, it's not worth it at this point. None of that shit's worth it. I mean, the players don't care. Why are we gonna care as fans?
Let's put it like this: I would go to the Pro Bowl to bring my son to meet some players. That's about as far as I go.
I think it's more for kids.
That's exactly it. To get him some autographs and pictures and stuff, and that's about it. For me, nah, I don't care.
Facts. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for tonight. It was good, fun talk. Hopefully, the Super Bowl this weekend is going to be a lot of fun. Last game of the season until September. Woo.
We got to ruin it like that.
Those 7 months is tough. I mean, I love the NBA playoffs. Don't get me wrong, but and I know the Olympics is this summer, but those 7 months are tough,
Mm-hmm.
But it's something we go through every year, so it is what it is. Guys, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button for Alex. He does not want to take a 2-month break. And who knows? If we take a 2-month break, we maybe never hear from James again. I don't know what happened to him tonight. But anyways, guys, for Trigger Cherry Parker, for Jeff D, as in dog, Lujan, the professor, Alex de la Cruz, I am Jose Garza. We are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are out.